Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Turns on the speed. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Miami. He'll stroll into the end zone. That is an unforgettable moment as that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
And the extra point was up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made by the tight end. Gets into space at the 50. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big gain.
That is exactly how you envision that first play going all week. You put it out there, you hope for a big play, and you hit it.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Ball handed off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, help him just with 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Moves out of the pocket. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He escapes the pocket. They'll try a pass here. Comes up with the catch.
Well, this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling the faith he has in his guys.
He's running out of time here. Down he goes. It's a sack.
How about Notre Dame sending a backer here? He comes up with the sack. Little Rudy magic on this one. Boy, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Breaks loose at the 40. He could go. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
Breaks free. Here he goes. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Point after, up and good. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one, and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The receiver makes the catch. Breaks a tackle on the play. Makes a decent gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Catch made on the right side. And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Looking to throw yet again. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. As the first down is still going. They stop him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43.
How about this call here by this offensive coordinator? They're down early in this game, 3rd down and long. The last thing they can afford to do is have to punt the ball, but they show you why they love this back. Get his hands on the football, and he picks up the first down. Unbelievable call.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Off play action, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they go with the dagger concept here on this play, but unfortunately the quarterback could not get into his intended target running on that vertical route.
3rd and short here in this playoff game. The 8th play of the drive. Looking looking to pick up the first down through the air. Pass is caught. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. First down now from the 30. Canes lining up here on 1st and 10.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time, they convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It's a solid game to pick up the first down in what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. So, Cook, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Now the pass rush gets home. The Canes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Drop him back. Looking to throw for the first down. Quick catch over the middle. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. Complete to the running back on this 4th down play. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Boy, a risky decision here to go for it inside the red zone on 4th down, and you come up with the first down. I love that aggressive approach. Let's see if they can come up with a touchdown here to finish off this drive.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offensive coordinator, you hit a ball, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
They test the middle there, but get nothing.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They couldn't stop him there. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Caught way downfield and still one inside the 20. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Irish.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The offense trots back onto the field here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Launches it deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a 1st and goal. What a play.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this.
And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
Automatic on the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
He hands it off from the gun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Pressure is coming. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not a long return, but the important thing to take wipes out the scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry up. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Looking to scramble. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. 21. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking deep to the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read. Puts the ball where his man can make a play on it. And they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And the point after is right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. When he's got some space here. They get him down, but he found a good lane in that return. So the drive starts with pretty decent field position. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st down, it's play action. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new 1st down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Oh, that one's picked off. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him. Well, I think it would have been potentially.
Breaks into the clear. They finally get him down, but a big play for a 46.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're
nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense picks it up, still moving. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. And they move into the lead here in this semifinal. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets the first and still running. They bring it down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame. And, man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition and something I know they're very proud of.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Bringing pressure. He's hit as he throws it. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him. After the incompletion, 2nd down now from the 35. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. The pass rush closing in. He makes the grab. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offensive coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught by the receiver. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. This will be interesting. They're going to trust the kicker from 57 yards out. Can he get it there? And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Canes will kick this away to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. The Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Second down, we're going to throw it. Defense is coming after him. Goes to his right side there for the completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, he's going to throw for the first down. Catch made on the left side. Oh, great juke, and he's in the clear. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw again. Moves out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
He's got his man wide open. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And that will give them the lead now. Just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you got to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He escapes the pocket. Looking deep down the left side. What a catch! Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Short pass finds the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Important second down play coming up. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He's looking deep here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw here. On the move now. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it, enough for a first down. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. The quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Pitch to his left and makes the completion. He was a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. Big moment here in this playoff game. Third and short in the 7th play of the drive. The pocket breaking down. It's a fumble behind the line. Falls on himself to avoid disaster.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking for 6. This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a fourth down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Running with purpose. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looking right. This one caught. Nobody can bring him down. He's in the clear. Past the 10. Touchdown, Irish. There was no catching him in time. Because this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job of the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Play action here on first down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. He's on third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on fourth down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. The pass is intercepted. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. An inside give now from the shotgun.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on first and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Great call here by the defensive coordinator, sending that linebacker on the blitz, and it works out for the sack. And I'll tell you, Miami linebacker play over the years, I would put up there with anybody in the country.
Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he dropped it. You don't see that often from this guy. Brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the returner is tackled, and that'll do it for the third period. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You've got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down after a short gain there. The Hurricanes hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. Looking to chuck it again. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete. And the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. Ball handed off. And that run produces a decent gain.
This is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. He's running out of time here. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on third and short, unable to come up with a first down. Now here at fourth down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
Tries the right with a quick throw. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10.
Man, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Catch made, looking for the goal line. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
All right, second down and goal now for this offense. That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. Out of the gun now on third down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The field goal is good. But there is a flag down, so we'll have to check and see what that's about. The roughing the kicker penalty has given this offense a chance to punch it in. Let's see if they can take advantage. Pounding away with the run game. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This offense really clicking. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down. Ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Canes will crank up the tempo. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Looking for his big tight end. He's got it with room to run. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend-but-don't-break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Canes.
Chris, it's a great play by the receiver coming up with this touchdown. But let's go back to the beginning of this play. Give the quarterback a lot of credit. He got the ball out of his hands quickly to get that receiver the football to give him a chance to put the touchdown on the board.
Makes a quick grab. And he is stopped short. The two-point try fails. They can't cut this lead further. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
Miami, 41.
On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. It's a shotgun run call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And moves the football to the 27, their first down.
Chris, that could maybe be the play of the game. Third down late in a game like this, you got a quarterback that can deliver for you. He puts it on the money, they get the first down, and you keep that clock moving.
They bring him down, but that play will set up a first and goal now at the 10.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Game is clearly wrapped up, with the offense looking to rub it in here in the final minute. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Still no answer for this offense. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. They're going to run it. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Pressure is coming. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here. And the defense calling time here with 26 seconds to play. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Canes will look to convert here on 4th down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Trying for a 4th down completion. Moves out of the pocket. Looking deep for late game heroics. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.